Right, everyone, the yard is covered with a blanket of multicolored leaves. The trampoline is completely covered with leaves. The tree is beautiful but losing all of its fall glory and color. And it's Sunday. I have a few hours before the next kids event. Stella would like to go for a little drive. I think we're going to do a little microcar drive today. What do you think, Stella? You want to go see a squirrel? You like squirrels? Oh, yes, you do. And of course, the driveway is full of cars that we could drive, but I think I have something in mind. There's one in the garage that I have not driven in a while. I have not given enough love to the two-stroke Subaru 360 there. That's my first microcar that I've ever owned. The one that got me into the game, you might say. And the poor thing, I think I drove it... That's the trouble. I can't remember the last time I drove it. So we're going to pull the diaper pan out, roll it out. Hopefully the battery's got some juice, and see if we can do a drive on a beautiful, cool fall day here in Portland, Oregon. I think you're going to like it. I know you're going to like it. Okay, we got the Subaru rolled out of the garage. This is the Sunday drive series. We're going to invite the dog, the dirty dog, into the back seat. Hop in there. Got her suicide door open, and the dog is comfortable with her claws digging into my nice upholstery. That's okay, she's pretty happy. She has not rolled on a dead rat or eaten any dead squirrels in a while, so she smells pretty good. That's always a blessing. So, as I was saying earlier, this is the first entry into the microcar world. I got this car in 1991 or 1992. It was found abandoned by a friend of mine on a street in Vancouver, Washington. I think it was in front of an auto shop, which is no longer there. It was left to die or be towed by the city because they couldn't find parts for it, the shop that was working on it. So he bought it. I don't remember how much. He was a Japanese exchange student. He loved it. He recalled them from his childhood. He towed it to his house and couldn't find parts for it, and his work visa expired. He had to go back to Japan. His deal, or the deal we worked out, is he would give me the car if he could ride in it at some point in time. So I had it for probably 3 or 4 years. Had to figure out how to put brakes on it. This was way before the internet. Had to find a piston for the engine that was used, and it was 6 thousandths too small, but I made it work. I challenged myself to get this thing going, realized it was super fun to drive. Nobody else had one, and he came back 10 years later and got his drive. We completed the deal. I think everybody's happy. So this car started it all. It's a pretty fun little car. It deserves to be driven. All right, so there's a little background history for you on this particular car. This car deserves to be driven, but will it start? Let's do a little hood check. So the release for the hood is there, and the seat seems to be coming undone. Pull the release. Let's see if the hood, which is basically the trunk or the boot. I always like to check things. Make sure the air filter's not falling off. Make sure we got a little bit of oil in there. Oh, we are low on oil. It's going to need some oil in the oil tank because it is oil injected. It is 360 cc's. I do have the elbow hose off for just some power testing. No leaks. I have my cylinder head temperature sensor hooked under a spark plug on the right hand cylinder, which is the one that gets a little hotter because the fan sucks in air from the side of the car, blows it around, and for whatever reason that one seems to get a little hotter. Alternator adaptation. In other words, there's a Kubota alternator conversion where the generator used to be, and this engine has been rebuilt with the 63 millimeter Weisco forged pistons and the 3-speed high flyer or freeway flyer final drive. So it's a pretty fast little car. Okay, so I like this redlined 2-stroke oil. It's smokeless. It's pretty expensive, but it's synthetic and it does smoke less. I wouldn't say it's smokeless, but it smokes less. So we're going to pour some oil in our tank. We don't have to measure it because the pump does all that for us. It's automatic. You can see the oil is kind of pink. Glug, 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 glug. Approximately uses a quart of oil every 300 miles, I think is what it is. The pump can measure and vary depending on throttle position. At idle, it's 100 to 1, and under full throttle, I believe it's 34 to 1. So we've got the tank halfway filled up. It's right there. So that should be good. I think we're ready to see if it'll start. Okay. Yeah, this is the part. Let's see if it'll start. It's always an unknown. Okay, we got some battery power. Need to get the window down for the dog. Okay, got that. Make sure it's in neutral. Oh, we a little choke. Choke is down here on the floor. Oh, come on, dude. Come on, I think it's gonna go. There we go. It's running on one cylinder. There we go. 72 degrees. This is not right. Something's up with that. It's way high. Reverse. See if we got some brakes. Ooh, brakes are a little squishy. Hopefully they'll come back. All right, Stell, you ready to go? Yeah, you excited? A little smoke out there? A lot of smoke, actually. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of a personal drive view. You can enjoy all the fall colors while we rev up our little Subaru 360. Hopefully the smoke clears from behind us. I'm not going to show you that. That's kind of bad. But it's running good. The brakes seem to have come back. And we're off and rolling. What a beautiful fall day. Some of my favorite time of the year is this time of year where it's cloudy and cool. All the trees are just changing color like crazy. The streets are a little rough. They're concrete, and the Subaru does not handle the bumps that well. As well as speed bumps. Sure is pretty. As long as the trees have the leaves on, it looks great. It looks a little more drab once they all fall. Oh, they've got a green light. Nice. What a day. Arriving at our destination number 1, a squirrel has been spotted, and of course that means that we're on high alert. We're going to check out my daughter's school performance. This is what I came to see. There's my daughter right there in the middle doing her performance. Much fun. Go, Allie, go! Okay, so we're done with our little school observation open house, and you can see the fall colors and how large these vehicles are, except for this one. Oh my goodness, this is a tiny, tiny little car. It even looks small compared to that jack-o'-lantern. And who's in the back? Did you see any squirrels while I was gone? Did you? You probably did. Let's get in this little hot rod and enjoy the rest of the day. When you get back into your microcar after an hour or so of sitting with your dog in the back seat, it smells like a stinky dog in here. I don't know how that could be. Who's a stinky dog? ventilate this little Subaru 360 cabin and enjoy the fall colors. Though we're having a lot of fun enjoying the fall colors, driving our little Subaru 360 throughout my beautiful town of Portland, I think my dog is going to need a little exercise. We're going to have to stop at a park, let her run around. I'm going to rip it up this hill a little bit. He's got good torque. It's fun to rip a Subaru 360 in the fall colors. Of course, we're going up hills, so we're not breaking any speed limits. We're up downshift. Oh, yellow light. Not good. Driving a little aggressive, I should say. So fun to drive a slow car fast, not the other way around. We did just that. Stella is off sniffing the bushes at the park, and we are going to take in a grand view of downtown Portland in the fall. Here's the city skyline. A lot of beautiful trees too. A lot of other people enjoying Mount Tabor Park today. It's pretty great. We're done with our hike. Stella is finally tired out, and I just happened to notice that my left rear wheel is not looking so good. I've got brake fluid leaking out the adjuster holes. It's always something, always fixing something. Come on, let's get in here. Back to driving. Look at these trees. They're cut out for the trucks that have gone underneath them. They've just shaved off the trim, I guess, the branches fit. We're going to get some gas and stop one more place. Our brakes work. Yeah, they do. Try to squeeze through here. Great day. Fill up a premium. How much is it? Yeah, it's expensive. Should just take a gallon or two. Yep, that's probably it. Took 2 gallons. Ooh. We got some gas. The gas gauge is rising up there. Took 2.3 gallons. The tank holds about 5. Stella really just wants a squirrel. Hasn't seen any squirrels all day long. Maybe a little later. These trees are just so pretty. It's a really special time of year. We're gonna have to climb this hill, so we're gonna rip it a little bit. The yellows and the reds are just outstanding. It's pretty amazing. Oh, I forgot there's so many speed bumps. Driving in my neighborhood. It's really pretty great. Let's take a little detour here. Oh yeah. Look at these trees. Fantastic. I wish this was like all year long. Fortunately, not so. So vibrant. All the beauty. Another speed bump. Oh. Less speed bumps. We'll make it home someday. Oh darn, stop sign. Stella, you got that squirrel yet? No? Maybe someday. wasn't some great Halloween decorations, this house up here looks pretty well decked out. Oh, look at that. Look at that house. That's crazy. Hey, and we arrived back to the homestead. Nice day for a drive. It didn't rain. That's really great. I don't know how many miles we put on. Probably about 10, 15. Stella, where you at, girl? There you are. You didn't see a squirrel, did you? You want to get a squirrel now? Okay, come on. Let's pick up our seat belt. They're non-retractable seat belts in our Subaru 360. Yeah, there's one right there in that tree. You get that squirrel. Car's been running pretty good. Super fun. Lots of thumbs up. Looks good. I gotta fix my leaky brake. Always something to fix. Very reliable. Very fun. Thanks for coming along for a drive. And a little reminiscing about my first car and what got me into the microcar world. It was this car right here. Still gets me going. 32 years later. Crazy I've had this car that long. Uh-oh, she's loading up, she's gonna die. That's it.